And there is one a common question, Akash, most of the students wants to ask: if we are studying in abroad, if we do part-time job, then can we repay our tuition fee? It's possible or not?
It's highly subjective, but I will tell. Private universities. The private universities, if you want to do your masters, you can complete your masters with around 3 to 4 lakhs.
Really?
But don't, yeah, in 3 to 4 lakhs INR. So,
Uh-huh.
but don't expect the reputation. People are quite good. People are helpful. Frankly, when I reach Singapore, I don't know anything. Where are the metros? Where are the bus? So the people are patient. I was asking the police officer how I need to go. He was generously telling me how to go. How can you use the resources? There are some apps. He was telling quite good. And after reaching to my location, the flats were, I don't know, because all the flats were looking as similar, but I was asking one nearby a lady. So when I approached her, she has taken me almost a kilometer and shown me the direction.
Arey wah.
That was my first impression, because people.
So, all right, guys. So, everyone have a dream to become number one in their life, right? If I say if you study a university which ranks number one, then how it will feel? That's a dream, but in today's video, we are going to talk about how you can study number one university entire Asia, that is NUS, National University of Singapore. So today we have our friend, that is Akash. So Akash is doing masters from NUS. So Akash will share the complete roadmap to become a number one in entire the Asia. So let's start the video, but before starting the video, what you need to do. Let's start the video. So hi Akash, thank you so much for coming.
Hi
And
Sami, how are you?
I'm good,
Hope you
good,
are
bro.
feeling well.
Yeah. So Akash, could you please share your intro? Our audience wants to know about you.
Yeah, yes, Sami. My name is Akash, and I'm doing my master's in software engineering from National University of Singapore. I started this year in August itself. Before that, I used to work at Hitachi as a front-end developer. Later, I realized that I should upskill myself. So, was checking for masters, and obviously, NUS was one of my dream university that time. So, yeah, applied and got into the NUS. Yeah,
Nice,
that's
nice.
my basic intro.
So, guys, for your information, we did one podcast previously, and Akash was in Hitachi, right, in Hyderabad. So, Akash I was getting quite good packages, and is still quite getting very good packages, and he left his job and he's doing masters. Upscaling his skill. That's a very very big thing. As like we thought, like we get like 20 LPA, 25, 30 LPA, then we will set, but here you can see the example. So Akash, there is one first question, like why you choose Singapore? As we know, like we have a US and Australia, UK, right, for doing masters. So why you choose Singapore?
See, previously I was also thinking of US or UK. Singapore was also in mind, but I have particularly chosen Singapore because of the two particular reasons. First of all, US is currently overcrowding and there is a problem of visa as well. Suppose even after getting into the top universities are there as well, might get a 3 years post study work visa. That is okay. Then after getting a H1B is a pretty much hectic right now, and it is overcrowded US, which I'm thinking. So that's the reason I ruled out the option of US. And the second thing, they can be UK or Canada, can be, but I was also thinking which is nearby to me or nearby to India, and which is reputed as well. So Singapore, and according to my research, NUS and NTU stands in the top all top list, and it is very nearby to my hometown. It is just four
Yeah.
hours from my hometown. So yeah, that's the reason I have chosen NUS because of its reputation in terms of the computational field, and it's nearby to me. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, nice. And there is one major reason, that is Asia number one university and worldwide rank six. So according to ranking perspective is also very very well, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, and so you did very well research, right? Yeah, for US, UK, Australia, amazing. And okay, so suppose we our audience has also decided to move Singapore. Okay, so what was your first step to getting admission, and please share your visa process as well.
So there are mainly un- universities based upon the top universities. There are top universities, and there are universities which have set up branch in Singapore. Suppose you can take James Cook,
Hmm.
James Cook University.
University,
It
yeah.
is in it's in Australia,
Hmm.
but it have its own branch in Singapore. They are of okay, they are private universities, and there are universities which are called higher learning institutes, which are the premier universities of the Singapore, like NUS, NTU, SUTD. These are the premier universities of the Singapore.
Hmm.
The premier universities fees is very much high
Mm-hmm.
compared to the universities, the private universities. The private universities, if you want to do your masters, you can complete your masters with around 3 to 4 lakhs.
Really?
But don't, yeah, in 3 to 4 lakhs INR. So,
Uh-huh.
but don't expect the reputation that, yeah, you wouldn't be having the same exposure, or you wouldn't be having the same facilities as a university. It's the same thing. If you are studying in IIT, your exposure would be different.
Yeah, correct.
Similarly,
From
you can
third,
compare it.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can
correct.
get a comparison like that.
Hmm. Okay. So what's your process for getting admission? Like how you got the admission?
So actually, I'm studying in NUS. I'm studying in Institute of System Sciences. In NUS, there are many branches like College of Design and Engineering, School of Computing. I'm studying in Institute of System Sciences. If for every NUS, if you are applying for a graduate for post graduation, you can do you can get your GRE. It's recommended that it's about 315 is recommended,
Hmm.
but it's becoming challenging. So you need to be more expecting having it greater than 315, as well as your SOPs and good LORs also good matter.
Hmm.
But I haven't written GRE because my for the institute which I have written that institute's exam itself. So I have qualified it, and after that they have conducted an interview. So once the interview has been cleared, I have been offered the admission. See, once the admission is guaranteed, you you will be allocated visa,
Hmm.
and a visa everything will be taken care of by the
University.
Singapore University
Yeah.
itself. So you just need to pay the processing fees. You will be getting the visa. You don't need to visit even embassy as well. Just
Hmm.
once after going to Singapore itself, there would be physical verification, which is also being done at the university only.
Okay, it's a very easy. Firstly, we need to give the entrance exam. If you have GRE, then it's a very good. If you don't have, then we can give NUS entrance exam, and then if you clear.
And NUS entrance exam, sorry for disturbing, NUS
Uh-huh.
entrance exam is basing upon the institute. Some institutes in NUS conducts and some don't. Some
Acha.
only accept GRE.
Okay. So according to your course, we don't need GRE, right?
It's an optional, yeah.
Yeah, it's optional, and there is simple process. Just clear the NUS entrance exam, and that's it. Don't worry about the visa and all the process. University will take care all the things, right?
Yeah.
It's a very very good as compared to US, Canada, a visa attention and the things. Okay, great. So Akash, so according till now we got the admission in the university. Once you reached to Singapore, then what was your first impression? Like you saw like you went first time, right, from India. So what was your
Yeah.
first impression?
People are quite good. People are helpful.
Hmm.
Frankly, when I reach Singapore, I don't know anything. Where are the metros? Where are the bus? So the people are patient. I was asking the police officer how I need to go. He was generously telling me how to go. How can you use the resources? There are some apps. He was telling quite good. And after reaching to my location, the flats were, I don't know, because all the flats were looking as similar, but I was asking one nearby a lady. So when I approached her, she has taken me almost a kilometer and shown me the direction.
Arey वाह.
That was my first impression, because people, uh, I don't know, but if I was the same person here, if I want to ask, they will say Chalfat. That is the impression which I would be getting in India. That I am sure for most of the people, not everybody,
Mm-hmm.
but after going, that was my first impression. And second thing, people are very hardworking and people are very kind. In 4 months, I've stayed until now only 4 months only.
Mm-hmm.
In 4 months, I haven't seen any fights,
Ah,
any quarrels or anything. Very peaceful.
very
Yeah, that
chill.
is.
Yeah. What's the difference you feel Indian education system versus Singapore education system? As we all know, you did your bachelor from Hyderabad, right?
Yeah.
So, and now you are doing your master from Singapore. Then what's the
Yes.
different things you feel?
Research.
Hmm.
Our Indian universities mainly focus upon the coursework, not upon the research.
Hmm.
I'm not saying that the research is completely neglected, but compared to the other countries, the research work done here is very, very less, and the research funding is very, very less. If you
Research
can
funding.
consist of Singapore,
Hmm.
Singapore is providing huge funding for the research,
Hmm.
and even the coursework courses are designed in a way that they are something of a research based courses. So they don't want to teach you like you learn it. It's not happens like you get by heart the things, and you have to understand the things. You have to work upon the books. You have to work upon the projects. If you don't understand, you can connect with the peers. You have n number of resources. You have to utilize them, and you have to get into this. So the main difference between the Indian education and Singaporean education system is based upon the research factor only.
Research. So in Singapore, they more focus about their research, but in India, we just focus on the theory part, right?
Not theoretical, it like we can speak about coursework. Most of the time, coursework.
And there is one, a common question, Akash, most of the students wants to ask. If we are studying in abroad, if we do part-time job, then can we repay our tuition fee? It's possible or not?
It's highly subjective, but I will tell.
Mm.
See, it comes with experience. Like NUS, if you are studying in NUS or NTU in during your post graduation, it is really very, very tough to find time.
Mm.
Very, very difficult to
What's
find
your
time.
timing? Could you please share your college timing?
I was having classes from morning 9:30 to 5:30.
Mm.
So
Monday to
even
Friday.
it's not like Monday to Friday. Some weekly thrice or weekly twice
Acha.
or weekly 5 days. It's
Acha.
basing upon the course which I am taking. So,
Acha. Acha.
and one more thing, the courses are very, very tough. See, I was just having a 1.8 years of experience, but fellow people who are also having 6 years of 7 years of experience, even from very, very big companies like D Shaw, they were also facing very, very much difficult because the courses were difficult. I was feeling master means real master. So
Mm.
if you are studying in NUS and NTU, I don't think so. You might be getting much time. You might get time on Saturdays and Sundays,
Mm.
and the if you get into the university jobs are good. Like 20, you can get a $20, 20 to $15 per hour.
Mm-hmm.
Some if you are getting for a teaching assistantship post, you can get a $50 per hour.
Hmm. Nice.
So yeah,
So in 1 week, like how much hour we can do? Like how much hour allow?
there is a restriction. You can't work whole week. If you want to work whole week, you can only work of 16 hours a week. That
16
is
hours.
the one.
Okay.
Once it's you can't work more than 16 hours. That is a one of the rule.
Hmm.
And second thing, if you can work on 40 hours a week only in vacation period.
Hmm.
That is also subject to the approval by the university.
Yeah. Ah, nice.
Uh,
Hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
so, part time, it's like highly subjective because some people who have highly experienced, if the course is very easy for them,
Hmm.
I think they can take a part time. Otherwise, it's like very difficult. That is the time which I faced. I took up a part time in University of Design. I was working for University for designing front end apps, but I left within 2 weeks because it is becoming very difficult to manage my studies, and
Hmm.
so I had to prioritize my studies, so I
Yeah.
left it.
Yeah. So thank you, Akash. Is there anything you wanna share?
Yeah, I would like to share one thing.
Huh.
Wherever you go, be top 1%. Whatever you learn, do the don't do whatever everybody is doing. Be at least good in one niche skill. Niche skill mean
Yeah.
suppose everybody is running in
Correct.
AI, ML, so everybody is like doing NumPy pandas. Don't you do NumPy pandas, but you do something new out of it.
Hmm.
That is the only one thing which I do suggest. Everybody is doing DSA.
Hmm.
DSA is must. Wherever you go, the coding ground is common. At whatever experience level, don't stop your problem solving skills. Do your
Yeah.
lead code. Do your lead code or DSA. Wherever you go, does matters. People generally stop that think that DSA is not required once you get job. It's highly false statement. You should require. If you want to completely avoid DSA, then you should be at the top 1% of the skills.
Yeah. Very, very amazing lines, bro. Very good. So, thank you so much, Akash. Awesome lines. If our audience will follow, then definitely they will achieve in their life what they want. And still, guys, if you have any question, then you can ask in the comment section. If you wanna ask directly from Akash, then I'll mention Akash LinkedIn profile in the in the description. You can ask directly questions from Akash, but first follow and then ask. And thank you so much, Akash, by coming to our podcast.